to heart, soul to soul. Let's speak our minds and make it plain. I'm here for you, you're here for me. Together let's stand, it's heart to heart.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening, hello everybody. This is Heart to Heart with your very own Lady Adjua. As always, Heart to Heart is all about conversations, including social issues, trending issues, marriage, relationships, gospel, everything conversation. So join us. We are happy to have you. Today we are going to have the personality profile segment, and I have an amazing young man right here with me. His name is Tresh. We're going to delve into his, a bit into him, what he is, who he is, what he does, and all of that. So Kobe is going to tell us a lot more about him. But before we get into it, could you please subscribe if you haven't done that? Hit on the subscribe button, like, share, and also we are on Class Radio on Wednesdays and Fridays. So make sure that you download the app if you haven't got that yet. Kobe, welcome to Heart to Heart.
Thank you very much.
It's amazing to have you. Now, who is Kobe?
Well, Kobe Tresh is a young Christian who loves music and everything music. And I started music at quite a young age, not too young though, but while I was in high school.
Right.
And I've been doing this for that time, from that time till now. So it has been a while.
So when you were in high school, what age approximately was that?
It would be around 18 maybe.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
18.
I dare not ask your age now, but then you look young.
Well, I'm not that young though.
You look young. So what genre of music do you do then?
So right now I do all sorts of genres. Like I try my hands on everything. But I used to be strictly rap, a rapper, doing rap music. But now I'm doing Afro. I'm doing contemporary gospel with a contemporary gospel sound. I'm doing a little bit of dancehall also. And I'm just trying on all other genres right
So you are so versatile.
Right.
So when you say rap, is it gospel rap or
Right. Gospel rap.
Right,
Gospel rap.
okay. And so how did you get into the path of music? I mean, from high school, how did you realize that, music is within you and this is what you want to do?
This is actually a very funny answer that I'm going to give, but it's the truth though.
Right.
So while I was in school, it wasn't easy with respect to finances, how to put food on the table, and it wasn't easy at all. And as of the time, we had a group in school called Saint Soldiers, and they were into like secular rap music, and so I used to have this one rap line that I do. It was twist that I did all the time for the seniors, and they loved it. Everybody loved it, and they told me that I could, do rap, but I didn't even know that. So I was actually in school preps one day, and I got called upon to come and join the group. So I was like, I didn't even know how this works. They said, "Oh, you can do it. Just come and join." And the question I asked that made me join was, "Am I going to make any money from this?"
And did you make some money from
Yes,
it?
I did.
Oh,
actually.
that's amazing.
I did.
Okay.
But not with a group. So while I was in the group, I realized it wasn't something for me because I was singing about things I didn't do, things I'm not into. It didn't feel real. Anytime I was on stage, I was asking myself questions. What is this for? What am I getting from this? So it became very difficult for me to do what I was doing. And at a point, I just, told them that, look, I can't continue with this lifestyle because it's not for me. And that was how I realized. So when I started doing the gospel songs, it changed the whole school. I mean, I had several people trying to, convert to doing gospel music. That was in St. John's Boys School, and it was incredible. And then that was when I started making money off of some of the songs because people wanted to have the songs on, CDs to take home to listen, and it was beautiful. And that is how I made some money off of it.
That is interesting. I mean, I like the fact that you say that when you started doing the, normal rap or secular rap, you realize that some of the words were not you, and it's what people do, isn't it? Because what I have come to realize is that when you say something in the songs, people out there perceive you to be what you're saying.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a good move that you kind of switched, from there. So tell me a bit about your background. I mean, your childhood. What was your childhood like?
Right. I grew up. Okay, so my father was present, right?
Okay.
And but I was with my mother most of the time.
Okay.
But I grew up with my grandmother. It wasn't, very rosy, but I grew up with my grandmother. I lived in Takrady with my grandmother. That was where I went to primary school, then high school, right? And then after high school, I came back to live with my mother. Yeah, while I was young, it was hard. It was hard for me because I hardly saw any of my parents. As for my father, I almost didn't know him because he used to come once in a while. And so he was a businessman, and so he was mostly out of town. And so it was my grandmother all through, yes.
So would you say that background kind of shaped you to be the person that you are now? Because I realize that when you go through hardship, especially as a young child growing up, it's two things. It either makes you or breaks you. You either go south or north. And I am glad that I see a lot of Christian attributes in you, which means that Grandma did a really good job.
Grandma did well. Grandma did well. But like I always say that there is the Holy Spirit started working on me at a very early age. I didn't even know, because there are certain things that I just wouldn't do. I used to ask a lot of questions. It was annoying. I would ask questions for anything, and at that point I was. Everything that, like you were saying, rightly so, everything that I went through was like a lesson for me to be a better person in future. And so up till now, I used to be very, temperamental. Like I get angry so quick, so quickly, and it was terrible for me at some point. But I prayed to God. It was a regular prayer, like God, please take this away, regular. And then till now, I hardly get angry.
Wow.
I hardly get angry.
That is a testimony.
Yes. And that whole process for me built me to become who I am today. Because I had, when you don't live with your parents and you don't get that love that you expect to have from your parents, and you think that they've forsaken you, it does something to you, and like you said, it either makes you or break you. And I'm so happy that I was made out of that.
Amazing. So what was your initial encounter with God? Did you have, one of those encounters where you went to an SU or a Krife meeting and you got laid hands on and you were on the floor and all of that, and that was a turning point? I mean, what was your encounter?
For me, it was different.
Okay.
I mean, because of my grandmother, we used to go to church every Sunday, and but it still wasn't for me, because I had to wear shirts and trousers and shoes. And
you didn't want to be the perfect gentleman, right?
It just didn't sit right. So at a point, I stopped going to church.
Oh, wow.
That was right before I entered high school.
Okay.
And I thought I'd become a bad boy, but I wasn't. It wasn't to me also. And so it was at that moment, I think around level 2, Form 2.
Okay.
I came home and I was watching a video on how some of these secular artists are doing what they are doing for the devil, and if you're not doing it for God, you are doing it for the devil.
Exactly.
And the kind of impacts that they are making and ruining people's lives. And I sat down and I started asking myself questions like, what do I want to do with these gifts that God has given? Because as of that time, I was like the finest rapper in school. Like I was treated like a king, and it was good. So I realized that I had it. And so my question was, what it is that I want to use this talent or this gift for. And so I was watching videos of, all of them doing all sorts of things, and it just dawned on me that, look, I'm not like these people.
Yeah.
I want to use my gift for something, bigger. And so because I've been going to church, I knew how to give my life to Christ. And so I did it by myself in my room. And that was how it started.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Right.
Now, you talking about how you were so amazing in rapping and stuff like that. Can I put you on the spot and say, give me a little something?
Anyway, I can do something. I shifted to from English rap, which I used to do, to like fancy, which I'm a fancy.
We don't care, just give us something.
Right. So, Nyami Shama Dread, my Yebopo no Mama bread, I didn't remember no Mama strength. I said that I have done all I said. Begin you as get the sana. Nyami mu your dose the sana. Thank you, my love for my mama. Nyami what done you felt to the summer.
Whoa, that's amazing. Because I kind of went on YouTube to listen to some of your songs, and I thought, okay, you do a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of that, and I thought there's a lot of versatility, coming, your way. Do you write your own songs, and what inspires you to produce the songs? The way you do them.
Yeah, so I do write my own songs. I write everything. I also write for other artists also.
Okay.
But for me, from when it started, I used to write off of like what comes to mind. The Holy Spirit keeps communicating with us as Christians every single now and then, and there are certain things that comes to mind, and you don't even know where it comes from, and so you want to write it down, and so that was how it started for me. And but then later I realized the Holy Spirit is always talking to me, and so it is what you feel like is a message to people. And so most of my song talks about the love of God and the mercies and the grace of God, because I'm a product of the grace of God, really.
Yes.
I shouldn't be here by now.
Oh, bless you.
It's just the grace of God that has kept me. And so most of my song, it comes from like listening to the instrumentation, whatever it is, and then a message always drops in my heart to write down. And so that's how it started.
So do you get these words, especially like, at what point do you get these words? Let me ask you first, is it when you're doing your quiet time, or, how do you download these songs?
This question, I'm sorry. It's funny, but I want to be very, truthful also.
Yeah, be open.
Most times it is when I'm in the washroom that I get most, like the clearest.
Is that where your anointing comes in?
That's when I get a clear message of what to. So if I have any instrumentation, I'm just there listening to the beat. I'll write something.
You should stay in the washroom a lot more. Oh, that's amazing.
Right.
So how has people received your songs? Because they're different, they're contemporary, they're not the traditional.
Absolutely.
How has people?
So I feel like the reception for the songs, they've been really good.
Okay.
They've been really good, and I always describe myself as a very big artist, even though I'm not like I'm not a celebrity, or I'm not like well known all over.
You will be well known.
Absolutely.
Because you will be.
Right.
And the thing is, you are, because people know you. I mean,
Absolutely.
our very own Gershon knows you. I mean, people know you and they're following you. So that's good enough.
Most of my songs have they've gotten a lot of response from outside of Ghana, than in Ghana. But for me, I'm very happy about the impact it's making.
That's right.
And like the because I have a lot of testimonies coming through on Facebook. I mean, recently I had someone text me from America saying that her uncle was on life support, and she was listening to the song while with which
song was that?
That is Way B, which means it's well. But the song is even in Fancy. It's not even in English. So she was just listening to it on Spotify, and she left it beside her uncle's bed. So the uncle woke up, and he said that it was the song that he was like he heard and followed to. Then like he gained consciousness again.
That
And
is amazing.
I have so many, testimonies, and I'm happy with that. It is a blessing. It is a blessing.
I mean, I believe it when you say that, because I realize that subconsciously the mind kind of picks and soaks certain things, and
Right.
and I say that because I remember that I felt ill, and I was so weak and tired and everything. I couldn't do much, and what I did was I put like the healing sounds on the iPad, and I left it there for it to play. And I remember that night I thought that I wouldn't wake up the following morning. I was that sick, but subconsciously I could hear the healing sounds.
Right.
And I woke up with it, so it is so possible that the uncle, heard the song subconsciously, and it kind of ministered into his spirit and soul, and that actually got him out. So how many songs do you have?
Wow, now I have countless songs. I've actually lost count of the kind of
Oh, wow.
songs. I've done this for over 10 years, and so, but like I'd say officially, like
On
maybe
YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah, on YouTube, like maybe 4 years.
Okay.
Or maybe more.
Oh.
So
what
I
are
have
some
like
of the other
several
what are
songs
some of the other singles that you recently?
I released Oye, which means like good. God is good. So Oye, I released Webi as well. I released Power. I released that song like explains the power of God.
Right.
And I released In You For You. I mean, I've quite a number of songs.
I realized that you did one that you featured Emoji in there.
Right.
What was the name of that one?
Ankamase. That is the most recent one.
Aha.
Right.
Yeah. So what was it like, recording with Emoji?
I mean, well, I didn't see him record,
Okay.
but he is like a wonderful personality. I mean, he did a song. And he wanted like other artists to jump on the song, so he dropped the beat on Instagram and told people to just release verses of it on it. And so I did my part, and he selected mine also as part of the.
It was one of the songs that he did, right?
Yeah, one of the songs that he did.
Oh yeah.
So it was from there that I got to meet him. He called me again for another event, and from there, I mean, I just said, one day we should do something. He said, anytime, just send me anything. And I just sent him the song, and he recorded it and sent it back to me.
Oh, bless him. So he didn't go through like, how sometimes
Right.
you'll feature somebody and they're like, oh, talk to my manager and I'm going to charge you this.
None of that.
Oh, wow.
None of
That's
that.
amazing. Emoji, God bless you. We appreciate you for everything that you do for us. Amazing. Now, do you have a particular audience target that, your songs, you're looking at your songs and reaching, would it be the youth, the oldies? I mean, some of the oldies, they don't know rap, so I don't even know. But yeah.
Yes, it has always been the youth.
Okay.
It has always been the young, that's the demographics that like the young people in society, and I feel like they are the most vulnerable, and so most of the songs are channeled across. But now like you have more older people listening to my music because I've like dumbed the rap down.
Okay.
Right now I don't consider myself a rapper too much, but I still do a couple of rap songs. But because I realized that people actually take the like singing songs, like the ones that I'll sing Afro, they take it more seriously than rap. What happened is I realized that all of my rap songs, I have a lot of you got bars, and it ends there. Like they are not really, listening to what I'm trying.
Yeah.
And I really make sure that I'm writing like a lot. I'm showing you something in the song, and so if you don't listen to it the way I want you to, then it defies the whole purpose.
Impact.
Exactly,
Yeah.
It's not having the kind of impact I want the song to have on you. So I'm now doing a lot of singing and slow songs, and I really think that now I have a lot of grown people listening to my songs.
Have you lived abroad before? Because there's a twang in your accent.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
It comes from the rap.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
Right. I'm like, okay. I mean, he's speaking like, that's amazing. Now, what are some of the challenges that you have faced? I mean, have you tried doing any promotion? And, how did that go? What are some of the challenges?
The challenge had been the acceptance of what we do, like the kind of music that I do. And so, but now it is gaining, some level of acceptance in Ghana. Like you have a lot of people listening and paying attention to the songs that we are putting out. And so, the with regards to promotion, it is just, I feel like it is a phase, and we are going through it because it is more of a challenge, where we let me speak for myself.
Okay.
So, like, I have if I have a song out, the amount of money that I have to invest in a song for it to be everywhere, that is the challenge. I mean, because if we are able to, or if I am able to put like my song on TV, on radio, I think it will get a lot of eyeballs, a lot of ears to listen. But I mean, that's why I'm so grateful for this opportunity.
Oh, bless you.
Right.
Bless you. You're so welcome. So, does that mean that to get your content on TV and radio, you actually have to pay for that?
Right. We do pay for that in Ghana.
Okay.
And it's quite expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it's just my mind. I'm just trying to process it because I'm thinking, I mean, the station needs content as well, isn't it? So should there not be,
yes.
And I realize that is a big challenge, when it comes to promotion and all of that. Have you contacted, have you tried asking for sponsorship from, some of the stations or?
No, not the stations. I mean, I've tried to, I've gone to some of the stations. I don't want to mention any names, but I've been to some of the, TV stations, and I've given them the content, told them they looked at the content, saw how good it was, but it was just a business that they were interested in.
Right.
And so, and I've had people who've come on board, to help me, but it is the continuity that, there are songs that I actually pushed a little because I had someone who was, kind of supporting me. And, after one, you see, there's the business aspect. Anyone that is trying to invest, they want to make sure that they are making a lot of money off of what they are investing their money in. And so, because as of that time, the acceptance was low and it was rap, and and so it wasn't, you put a little bit of money in it, you're expecting it to go a certain route, it isn't, then now you're thinking, let's just hold on for it for a moment. But now I'm doing very commercial music, and so if anyone should come on board to invest, I think it will do very well.
Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Amazing, Kobe. I mean, your story, I think, is quite touching. Obviously, knowing where you were coming from and where you are now. What are you hoping, or where are you hoping to see yourself in the next few years?
Right. It will be. It is. I feel like I'm on the path to success, where it is just a matter of time. And in the next few years, I pray and I know that the music that I'm making is going to go everywhere, spread like wildfire. You understand, where like you have people listen to the song. All I want is like for people to hear the song. Because of the kind of music that I'm doing is just the message of Jesus Christ and the inspiration that comes with it. And the kind of world we live in now, where like it's crazy. And so just to have people hear the song and get inspired, it doesn't mean that there are no inspirational songs out there. There are a lot of songs out there, but that is what makes an artist different from another. So there is always, and that is my name, Tresh, which means treasure. And so the treasure that I carry and I know I have in the song, it will bless you. So I just want everybody to listen to the songs that I have, and let it enter your spirit, and it will only bring transformation to your spirit. It will.
Right. So how did you pick this name, Kobe Tresh?
No, my name is Kobna.
Okay,
So that's where the
Kobe,
Kobe comes
yeah.
from. And that's the Tresh. I used to be in a group called Counter Attack with my friend Aiches. And we shouts to Aiches wherever you are. And we were looking for a name. And we wanted to, as of that time, we were full creepy. So we were looking for a name from the Bible. And he was, patois, and so he had something. I chose from righteous, and I wasn't finding anything because I didn't want to go with any, So I was looking for something in the Bible. I actually found threshold, and I liked it, and so. But it was too much of a mouthful, you would have people saying all sorts of all sorts of things. Yeah. And so I actually prayed to God about it.
Okay.
Then I had Tresh, Tresh from treasure.
Oh.
So I had treasure, but I didn't want to use treasure as my name, so I had
Kobe
Tresh.
Tresh. Oh, amazing. Kobe Tresh. Thank you so much for coming on Heart to Heart, chat show. It's amazing having a chat with you. Where can people find you? What are your social media handles?
I'm very easy to find.
Okay.
I'm very easy to find. So on digital stores, it's Kobe Tresh. And social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, the rest is, this is Tresh. And even that one, if you type Kobe Tresh, you still find me. I'm the only Kobe Tresh around. So.
Right. Anyway, make sure you go find Kobe Tresh on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, YouTube. Just type in Kobe Tresh. Make sure you subscribe to his channel.
And the Kobe is Kobe.
It's Kobe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe, share his content. He's doing some amazing work, and we need to encourage and support such work. Okay, so make sure you do that. We will be on Clash Radio, so if you haven't downloaded the app, make sure you go on there and do it. There's amazing information coming on that. And also go on YouTube, Heart to Heart chat show with Lady Ajua. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, do everything that you can do. We talk about everything, relationships, well-being, health. So if you really have an issue that you want us to discuss, email me on hearttoheartchatshow@gmail.com. Thank you.
Heart to heart, soul to soul. Let's speak our minds and make it plain. I'm here for you.